Hello audience, how are you? I hope you all are well. Welcome back to another video by Ghostly Gloom. Before we begin, I kindly request you to subscribe to Ghostly Gloom and hit the bell icon to receive more videos from us. After watching the video, please take a moment to like it and comment on how you felt while watching. Now, let's dive into the story. In the heart of the Appalachian Mountains, there was a forsaken place known as Whispering Valley. Its haunting reputation made it the ultimate dare for thrill-seeking high school students. This is the chilling tale of a field trip that would turn into a nightmare. On a crisp autumn morning, a group of students from Crestwood High School, led by their intrepid teacher, Mr. Harris, set out on a journey to explore the enigmatic Whispering Valley. The valley was said to get its name from the eerie whispers that seemed to emanate from the very earth itself. As they ventured deeper into the valley, the lush greenery of the forest gave way to gnarled, twisted trees that cast long shadows over the group. The air grew thick with an unnatural chill, and a sense of foreboding settled over them. Their destination was an abandoned asylum at the valley's heart, a decaying monolith that had once housed the mentally disturbed. As they approached the asylum, its imposing facade loomed like a sentinel guarding a terrible secret. Ivy crawled up the walls, and broken windows stared out like empty eye sockets. Mr. Harris, an avid historian, believed the asylum held the key to unraveling the valley's mysteries. He encouraged his students to document their findings, unaware of the horrors that awaited them. Inside the asylum, the air was dank and heavy. The flickering light of their flashlights revealed dusty, decaying corridors. As they ventured deeper, they heard faint whispers, unintelligible but unmistakably unsettling. Nervous laughter broke the tension as the students tried to shrug off the eerie atmosphere. Their laughter faded when they reached the asylum's basement. In the dim light, they discovered rows of rusted cages, each with a small, wooden cot. Mr. Harris speculated that these were the cells where the most disturbed patients had been kept. As the students snapped photos and scribbled notes, the whispers grew louder, crawling beneath their skin like an insidious infection. As they pressed on, they encountered a room that froze them in their tracks. It was a makeshift chapel, adorned with a crude altar and eerie symbols etched into the walls. A sense of dread settled over them as they realized that some sinister rituals had taken place here. It was then that they heard footsteps echoing from the darkness beyond. Panic rippled through the group as they frantically looked for an escape. But the footsteps drew closer, and soon they saw a shadowy figure, hunched and twisted, shuffling toward them. It was a man, or what used to be a man, his features twisted by madness. He gibbered and mumbled, repeating the same phrase over and over, "They are still here, they are still here." The group backed away in terror, but the man blocked their path. Mr. Harris, his voice shaking, asked the man who he was referring to. The man's eyes darted around, and he pointed to the floor, his voice trembling with fear. The children are still here." The group exchanged frightened glances. They had heard stories of children who had gone missing in the valley, but they had always assumed they were just legends. Now, faced with this deranged man, the horrifying truth seemed all too real. Desperation fueled their actions. They managed to slip past the man and fled deeper into the asylum, determined to uncover the secrets of Whispering Valley. But the asylum seemed to twist and shift, its corridors rearranging themselves like a malevolent puzzle. Hours passed, and exhaustion set in. Their flashlights flickered, casting long, eerie shadows. The whispers grew louder, and they began to see flickers of movement out of the corners of their eyes, shadows that darted and danced just beyond their vision. Finally, they reached the heart of the asylum's old records room. They hoped to find some clue about the missing children, but the room held only dusty, rotting files. As they scanned the documents, they found a list of names that matched those of the missing children. Suddenly, the room was plunged into darkness, and the whispers grew into a cacophony of voices. The students huddled together, their hearts pounding, as unseen hands touched their shoulders and tugged at their clothes. In a desperate bid to escape, they clung to one another and recited a chant that Mr. Harris had stumbled upon in his research, a chant meant to banish the malevolent spirits that haunted the valley. As the chant echoed through the darkness, the asylum shuddered, and the whispers turned into anguished wails. The spirits fought to maintain their grip on the group, but the power of the chant was undeniable. Slowly, the darkness receded, and the asylum crumbled to dust around them. They emerged from the ruins, shaken but alive, their faces pale and haunted by the horrors they had witnessed. The valley was once again cloaked in the serene beauty of the Appalachian Mountains, and the whispers had finally fallen silent. The field trip to Whispering Valley had become a harrowing journey into the unknown, a test of their courage and sanity. They would carry the scars of that day with them, chilling reminder of the true terrors that could lurk beneath the surface of the world.